All right, y'all. So my name is Nate, and the inspiration behind my cocktail right here. Well, first off, the name of it is called the Tom's Lemon Breeze, and the inspiration behind it is that when I first moved to Austin 2 years ago, I was hired as a pool bartender at the Hyatt Regency Austin, which is where I'm still currently working at. So I worked at an indoor water park and resort when I was in Pennsylvania, so it was right on my alley. Everything was really, really hot indoors. They kept it above 95 degrees every single day, so very, very reminiscent to the Texas heat. And got so comfortable with creating drinks for people that were thirsty because of that heat, right? So when I made this drink, I kept in mind I wanted something that wanted to be refreshing, something that was going to cool you off, something that smelled good, something that you could hear the bubbles, and something that would make you feel really, really nice on a hot summer day, right? Nobody wants something that's going to burn them when they're already hot. So when you're sipping on this, I want y'all to really think about the essence of being by a pool, right? Because that's why I made it like this. It's supposed to be light, very refreshing, supposed to be something you could sip directly by the pool, right? So I did lemon in 3 different ways. I created an oleo saccharum, which is the process of using sugar to extract the oils out of citrus. I made homemade lemon bitters, and I also used fresh squeezed lemons just right behind you guys. No bottled juice, literally squeezed the juice right there. So as you guys are going to drink it, I want y'all to get that aroma that's coming from the lemon. That's going to be picking up from the oleo. That's going to be right there from the lemon bitters. So yeah, I wanted to keep the origin of a Tom Collins really, really strategic and original in this drink, right? So it's gin, it's citrus, it's the sugar, and it's soda. But I wanted it to be different in a way where you could tell that this isn't a traditional Tom Collins, right? That's why I focused so much on the oleo in this project, because I wanted the oils to be what gave me that citrus, like, right? You know, the lemon is really, really huge in here, but for me to have used lemon in 3 ways, I feel like it's not overly lemon flavor or lemon based, right? It is very refreshing, very calming, and very just good for the sip. I want to talk about the garnishes a little bit. I got them from my guy right here, kind of like a lot of people did. And when you guys are looking at these dehydrated garnishes, I want y'all to imagine the summer heat and the sun pointing on you, right? It dehydrates you while you're outside, right? So I have dehydrated garnishes on there because I wanted to be paired with something that's going to hydrate you at the same time, right? So that's going to dry you out. The peel's right there. You're going to sip on that and you're going to feel hydrated every single sip, right? I want this to be something where your first sip could be potentially your last, right? This is something that you could drink a lot of, more than one, over and over and over again, right? So like I said, I created the first pool menu for the hotel that I work at. And I really just wish that I had this idea back in the day, because I feel like this would have paired perfectly for the food that we were offering there, right? We offered ceviche, we offered different types of salads, we offered fruit platters, right? And this would have been the ultimate pairing for those platters there, right? So that's where it is. You know, that's me in the drink. This is my beginning time in Austin when I first moved here. This was what I did, pool bartending, and you know, you can't have a better drink for a location like this.
So first of all, I love the presentation because very simple. It reflects what you're doing, what is your concept, what you're trying to do. And going back to the original Tom Collins, which is basic, the less the better. And the less means ingredients that you made, homemade ingredients. The oleo saccharum is like, you can taste it. So for me, when I try this cocktail, is tasting all the layers that I need to try.
Absolutely.
So it's a good reflection of what I have to do, like what I have to drink.
So I thought this was really delicious. It's very simple. I will say it got even better when I actually threw the dehydrated garnishes into the drink, because the orange really came through. Yeah, you guys should do that. Thank you. One thing I will say with the presentation, right? It's really cute, it's adorable, I love it. But if you wanted to elevate it a little bit, I would say take a peeler and peel a cucumber swath and kind of swirl it into the cup a little bit. I think that would elevate it even more. You would also get a lot more of the cucumber essence, because it would stick to the glass versus just falling to the bottom with the thick peels. Even if you were just gonna do the circles, I think getting a, what do you call those things, a mandolin, and you go so it's thinner versus the really thick cut cucumbers. But yeah, otherwise I thought it was great. I thought it was beautiful. Maybe use a little copper straw or something to kind of draw a little bit more attention to it instead of just like the black plastic straw. But yeah, it was really good.
I do want to touch on the cucumber, like you said. That's why I chose to use the cucumber and lemon gin, because it pairs perfectly with this cocktail in that way. That's why I almost didn't want to. I didn't want the garnish to seep too much into the drink, because the base spirit already has, you know, the cucumber in there, right? So when I was making this ingredients, I was thinking, I want the gin to really show out. So I want to season the gin, right? I don't want something that's going to take away from the power of the gin. I want something that's going to add, you know, some character to the gin, right? So with the cucumber already being in there, the lemon being in there, I wanted something to complement that really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think your drink is the only one we've had today that the lemon cucumber has been the star gin. You're not going with a elderflower or rosé and the indigo one. So I like that. I think that's the route I would have gone. I think that's more in line with the Tom Collins and what you expect, especially being out in the sun.
For sure.
Presentation wasn't crazy complicated. Didn't need to be. I think you were very thoughtful in how you presented it. As far as we're at a pool bar, we can't have any glass. This is what you get. Yeah, I'm going to be finishing mine. I liked it.
I hope you do, man. It's supposed to be universal. It's supposed to be for every single person that walks into a pool bar. This is something that they'll be able to drink and enjoy.
And more importantly, drink 6 of them.
And it's crushable. It's something that you could just keep going. Like I said, I wanted this to be something where your first sip could potentially be your last. You know?